Alright, what is up, you motherfuckers? It's Brandon, and I'm here with a special guest.
Hi, my name's Austin. How are you?
And so, right now, I'm visiting him in New York. We're here to visit family because we love each other. That's what we're all about. But, anyways, again, I don't have a name for this podcast yet. So, right now, we're just going to call it the Mr. Blue Podcast. But, So let's get right into what we want to talk about. First, what we wanted to talk about was pointless Snapchats.
Oh, perfect. So do you ever get those random Snapchats from a girl and it's just like something random, but it's also on their story?
Yes,
I don't want to see it twice.
exactly. That's how I feel. I have like some people that do that, and usually if it's very vague and it doesn't seem like it's directly only for me, I'll open it, check their story, and if it's on there, I won't even reply. Like
Uh,
I don't care if like you're trying to like start conversation with anybody. Honestly, like I'm never been one to like reply back to many people anyways, but if you're not trying to directly talk to me, then don't talk to me at all.
exactly. And
So,
it's just annoying because it's a waste of time.
exactly.
And then I also get those Snapchats that's just their face.
Yeah,
Just their face. And if I'm like, what's this for? They'll be like, I don't know, I'm bored. Don't send it to me.
exactly. Like I've had people send me Snapchats of like what the fuck ever. Like they'll take a picture of like a chair and they won't add any text. They'll just send a random ass picture on Snapchat and they won't say anything at all. And I'll just be, what the fuck? Like
Exactly.
why say something if you're gonna try to start a conversation?
I mean, unless they're hot, then I'll take it. I'll take a random picture.
I mean, I really don't care like who you are. It doesn't matter if like you're hot or ugly. Uh if you're my friend or not.
Yeah,
If you're sending me some bullshit, I have better shit to do.
agreed.
So um, have you had any funny Snapchat stories from?
Uh, I have a bunch of stories. Yeah, so my friends and I we went to Rite Aid, and I don't know if you have that at Texas, probably.
Nah,
No, wow,
nah.
okay. So yeah,
At least not that I know of.
uh, we went to Rite Aid, and then we bought a bunch of condoms because that's what we do, and my parents don't even care. Like we'll just mess around with them, and there was this huge stack. I had about like 50 in my hand. And then I posted on my story saying gang gang because I'm just that cool. And then his dad saw the picture and he flipped. And this kid had like over 100 condoms stacked in his second house. And the exterminator found them. And that was a very funny. I don't even know. It was just so funny because the exterminator walked out with a couple bugs and 100 condoms in his hand.
Yeah, I've only bought condoms like one time, and I didn't even use the ones that I bought. Like
Same. I blow them up.
no, like I bought them for sex, but uh me and the person that I was doing it with, we just like never ended up using them, and so eventually they expired, and I just like fucked around with
Bro,
them.
they expired.
Yeah,
That's like a 2 year span. You know
yeah,
that,
I
right?
know. Yeah, I found them like in the back of my dresser. Like I was like, I still have these. Oh yeah, I never used them. So
Wow.
like I'm not saying like I've never used a condom. Like I will use a condom like just to like prevent any disease or having children, but like
Definitely.
at that time it's just like we never like brought it up to like use one.
Yeah.
And so but like yeah, I have used condoms before. That's why that's why I'm safe right now.
uh, that's a funny story. 'Cause, like you found them expired. What? I've never heard a story where someone actually finds them expired.
Yeah, like I remember I kept one in my wallet
Yeah.
and I just like walked around with it, but eventually it got like really messed up because of like just walking around with it in my wallet. And so I just threw it away, and at that time I stopped doing it with my partner, and uh I was going through cleaning my room and I found them in the back of my dresser where I kept them so that way my parents wouldn't find them.
Yeah.
But, 2 years later I found them and I was like, "Are these still good?" And I checked them. It was like probably like over a month expired at the time,
Oh
and so
God.
I was like, well, like I'll like maybe I'll buy some more, but I'm not like fucking around with anybody right now. So, but
Oh, sadly, same.
so um, the next thing we want to get into is the most fucked up that we have ever been. So, if you want to start this one off.
Okay, so um, I was going to a baby. I wouldn't say baby shower, but I went to go see this newborn baby, my cousin, and I was bored and I bought like a bunch of shit. So I did what I had to do, and I was like, next thing I knew, I was like laying on a pile of clothes, and then my dad's like, see, this is what happens when you're high. I'm like, and I just felt like I was on a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Well, mine's got a bigger story, but I think I've told you it already. Um, it was during middle school, and we had a half day where we got off early. Like the smell of that.
Yeah,
But we got off early, and it was sort of like a last minute thing. I had like no plans of like having people come over to my house and just doing a bunch of drugs. But we like I said, we went to my house, but to get all the stuff that we wanted to do, we went to our nearby park, and there was like kids over, like they were in our clique, but they were off to the side doing like snorting pills and stuff.
yeah, it's gay.
So we got everything, and we went back to my place, and everyone was just like uh blazing. Everyone, like, some people were snorting, and uh yeah, I remember the at some point I took this big ass hit because I was already too high, but my friend was like, "Here, I'll light it for you." And he torched the shit out of it. Like,
God.
he just straight up, like, as I was inhaling, he was still lighting the entire bowl. And so I got this monster hit, and I remember I was coughing so hard, and I could hardly open my eyes cuz I was like in this like position with my hand over my mouth, like hunched over, trying not to like cough so much. But my friend was like, "Hey, you good, man?" And I just looked at him like I just gave him this smile with like my eyes barely open, and I was like, "Bro, I am great." So
Oh, bro, I am great.
yeah, that's how it was. Like, it hurt really bad, but I felt it like go through my entire body, and I just immediately I felt like I was floating.
Yes.
So I felt great even though it hurt. But like I told you, we had people come in and out of my house, and like these were people I weren't friends with. They were friends of my friends. I sometimes I didn't even notice who was like coming and going. So I we were in the backyard, and we were just like in this circle, and sometimes I would see a different face, and I'd be like, "Oh, he gets the next hit. Like, just pass it on to him." And so then and then all of a sudden that person would disappear, and I'd be like, "Where the fuck did that person go? Oh wait, it's my turn to fucking hit this. So fuck it. What the fuck was I talking about, you know?" So not only that, but at the time, uh it was around the early years of me being vegetarian, and everyone being high, everyone was hungry. So what my friends decided to do was get delivered pizza, and fucking assholes that I call my friends, they ordered a meat lovers pizza at my own house. And so I was pretty upset cuz I didn't want a slice, but they everyone was such like pigs that some people grabbed like two slices, and we only got like two large pizzas, but there was like 12 people at my house, and so that would have like equaled up evenly for everyone to have one slice. But some motherfuckers took two or three slices just for themselves. And so not only did I not eat, but the people that ordered the pizza did also, like, they did not eat, even though they ordered the pizza. Like, I didn't fucking care that if I was like hungry or not. They ordered a meat lovers pizza at my house, knowing I was vegetarian. So they were just like, "Oh yeah, Brandon's vegetarian. Fuck it, we'll just get pizza for us." Like, it's my house. Like, what the fuck are you doing here if you're not like gonna share pizza? You know. So not only that, but some people got freaky in my house, in my sister's bedroom.
Oh,
So
oh
it
God.
wasn't on my bed. If it was on my bed, I would have killed somebody. Cause, uh, yeah, my house was basically a trap house and a sex club, all in one, just for like maybe a couple of hours.
Wow. And
And so,
what about your parents? Where were they?
they never uh noticed. Like, there was no smell in the house. Uh, I kicked everyone out before they even came home. So it was a crazy day, but for me, I didn't really care because I was just like enjoying myself. I wasn't like really caring about like what other people were doing in my house, which like had its like goods and bads. But that reminds me of this one. Like, this was on the same day. Uh, we were we were just like chilling at my house, and someone was hungry for like popsicles that we had in my freezer, and someone was like, "Yo, Brandon, can I have a popsicle?" I was like, "Nah, man, those are my dad's. Like, I don't want you like taking like from my dad's. If it was mine, it was cool, but it was my dad's popsicles." And I was like, "Nah, man, no one can have any." And then another one of my friends was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna get myself a popsicle." So he goes, gets a popsicle, and I didn't notice, but someone was like, "Hey, why does Eric get a popsicle?" And I turn around. This motherfucker is already halfway done with his popsicle. I was like, "Dude, what are you doing? I said no one could have any." And he was like, "Oh, my bad." And then he continues to eat it. I was like, "Eric, throw it away." Like, I was like, "Dude, you're not allowed to have any. If no one else can have any, you're not allowed to have any." So I was like, "Dude, throw it away." And he just proceeded to like continually eat his popsicle while like dead ass staring me in the eyes.
What flavor of popsicle was it?
It was one of those chocolate shells with the creamy inside.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But everyone was like pissed at him cuz like he basically just like gave me a big middle finger and ate my dad's popsicle, and then like even though like no one else could have any. So he just like gave like a big fuck you to all of us. And so we were pissed at him for a bit, but then we got high again. So everything just like passed, and then uh this same nigga was so fucking blazed. We eventually everyone took a break, and me and a couple of my friends, we were chilling in the living room, and my friend, he's like laid back on like the entire couch, so like no one else could have space, and he's just like chilling there laying on his back, and literally like he was like this. He's like, "Yo, where's my phone?" And we looked at him. We were like, "Dude, it's in your hand." And he was like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, you're fucking stupid." Like, I wish I was like as blazed as him, but I was on my own level and I was happy with it. So
Oh, that's nice. I like how this one came from drugs to a popsicle, though. That's a good part to start off at.
yeah. So do you have any other stories you want to share about getting fucked up?
Yeah, I was at this party, and everyone was like doing that, and I just stayed away because I was with my friends, so whatever. And then this kid, like, he got caught, and he was so mad, and since he was like stoned as shit, he was like, and he was so mad, he was having like some bad trip, and he started like throwing punches, and the cops got called, and like he was about to kill someone. It was so bad. I mean, me and that kid like are still homies. I still like check up on him every once in a while to see what's good. Um, he has a parole officer, so you know he's all doing whatever. So yeah, he's good now.
That's good. A funny story that happened. I was at Wendy's with a couple of friends, and we we sat in the back, um, and we were just eating our food, minding our business. And some big dude walks in, and he's all like, "Do you see this? Do you see this? There is mold on my burger." I was like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
it's about to go down."
that's what my friend's dad does. He goes out, he takes a bite of his like he orders a Big Mac at McDonald's, takes a bite, puts a worm in it, and then he gets another like two free Big Macs.
Yeah, see, I wasn't even sure if this guy was like if he purposely like messed with his burger. It really seemed like they gave him like a moldy burger because he was very upset. He didn't ask for like a extra one. He was just like pissed, and he was all like, "Do you ever check your inventory? This is disgusting. I could have gotten sick. I would have sued your ass so fast." And uh he was like, "Where's your manager?" Manager comes up, and he was all like, "This is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm never coming to this place again." And he takes the burger and just chucks it at her, and then he just storms off. And I was like, "God damn!" Like,
Oh,
dude went off. He was very upset, and like I would have been too, but
yeah.
that dude like he was like raging, like hard. So, got
Wow.
any stories?
Honestly, I can't really think of any. I don't like. What do you want to know about me? And don't say personal experiences, because I need something to go off on.
I guess skipping school.
I don't skip school. That's
Never.
nah, dude. Uh,
Man, I have a story if you don't mind me.
I go for it.
I've always been like the good kid in school, well at least for like the start of it. But one of my friends was like, "Hey, skip school with me." And I was very hesitant at first because it was like uh middle school. They were very protective because we were still young, and so it was like heavily like guarded like at every door, you know. So they basically peer pressure me into like leaving with them, and it was easier than I expected, or than I thought it would have been. We make it out, and we walk maybe like 2 miles to go to another friend's house, but he didn't skip school. He was actually sick, so he got to stay home, and he had an excuse for it. But for me and my other friend, we skipped school, and we were looking for another one of our other friends that skipped school for like about 40 minutes, and it wasn't even worth it, to be honest, because all we did was spend time walking around the neighborhood, or we were watching like stupid TV that I didn't even have interest in, like. So it was a waste of time, and I regret it. That was probably like the one and only thing that I regret uh at this moment, because it was more trouble than what it was worth. So yeah. So you have a story you want to share?
Yeah, yeah, I do. So this kind of goes with like the annoying people we were talking about in the first place. So I have a girlfriend. Her name's Emma, and then I was at my friend's house with my other friend and his girlfriend. So he took a picture of his girlfriend and posted it on Snapchat. And then all of a sudden, like his this kid's sister walks in my phone like, "Oh my god, you need to call her now. She is so mad." I was like, "What? I'm trying to have fun. Why do I have to?" And she's like, "No, you have to right now." Like drags me into the living room where my phone was charging. So I answer, and she is pissed, and I'm like, "Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" And then she's like, "No, you're an asshole," and just going off on me, and I keep going, "Why you're mad? Why you mad?" And then, you know, she just hung up. She's like, "No, I'm done with you," and then I was like, "Whatever." And the reason she was mad was because I was hanging with another girl without like inviting her, but she already had plans, and I don't know, it's stupid.
Yeah, I've had an experience like that. I was gonna go to this event jambalaya. down in Dallas, or yeah, Dallas. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it,
Mhm.
but it was a really good lineup. You know, they had Chance the Rapper, Riff Raff, a couple other people, and I was planning on going because one of my guy friends he invited me, and I was like, sure, let's go. But um, my girlfriend at the time, I was like telling her like, yeah, I'm gonna go to like jambalaya, and then a couple of days later, I find out that a couple other friends are going. At that time, I was like, yeah, I'm going to jambalaya. Found a couple people to go with and hang out with, and my girlfriend was like, are they girls? And I was like, yeah, and they're like, or she was like, how many and who? And I was like, blah blah blah, this and that, and then she's like, is there gonna be any guys there? I was like, yeah, my friend Carter, and she was like, all right, I'll make sure like to like be texting him to make sure you're not doing anything. I was like, I don't even know why, but she was just like so overprotective of me that she didn't want me to be around like other girls, because I mean, from my viewpoint, I didn't really see what I did that was untrustworthy or like anything to like make it seem like I was suspicious.
Same.
But she she just had this very controlling side of her, and so I just ended up not going because I knew there was another time with the same girl. I went to a concert, and it was my favorite artist too, Childish Gambino.
Mhm.
And
I
so
know him.
yeah, we went to his concert in Dallas, and I this time I brought my girlfriend with me. I'm not sure if she's ever been to like a concert like that's like hip hop and very hype, but
Mhm.
she was dressed to impress. She wasn't dressed to like have fun and party like the
Mhm.
rest of us were. She was dressed like nicely. She had open-toed sandals, and so like uh we were in like the middle of like the room, and it was a standing only room, and so everyone's like all crowded together,
Yeah.
and the very first song he comes out, and like the speakers are just blasting, everyone's jumping up in the air, and I would have been too, but I'm trying to protect my over dramatic girlfriend, and so I had to stand next to her and like wrap my arms around her and like make this shield around her so that way people didn't bump into her. And eventually she was like tired of it, and she dragged me out to uh stand on the outside where everyone's just like chilling and shit. And I didn't mind that. Like, I was still experiencing the concert the same. Um but we were just like, when the slow songs came on, that's when like we started like slow dancing together and shit. But there was like a lot of weird things that happened that night that to this day it doesn't make sense to me. But it was just it was my favorite artist, but it was like ruined by this one person that I decided to like bring with me. So I'm I was very butthurt about it, to be honest. So
Yeah. Well, right now, like currently, my girlfriend, she's at this thing called diabetes ball. It's like a big party, and you raise money for diabetes, and it's not even a party. What it is in the like back corners is every nerdy girl that won't do anything with a guy, and in the whole middle and in the bathrooms, all you hear is girls moaning. That's all the diabetes ball is just blowjobs and fucking. And then my girlfriend texts me. She's like, "Yo, every 3 seconds I have a guy's hand on my ass." I'm like, "I don't want to know that. Why do you text me that? That's the stupidest thing." I mean, I don't get mad that they're doing it. It's just like, what? Why would you text me that?
like was she like texting you that to be like saying like, "Hey, I feel uncomfortable here," or was she like, "Yeah, like I have guys touching my ass just to let you know"?
I don't know. She's the type of person to be like, "Oh, just letting you know," but she was like very weird about it
Mm,
because she's like, "Oh, dude, FaceTime me. I'm in the halls." So she obviously wasn't anywhere doing anything.
yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, I have guys touching my ass every 3 seconds." So I guess now that I think of it, she was just uncomfortable and letting me know.
Yeah. I've been to a quinceañera before, and it was for a very good friend of mine. I remember being very uncomfortable because there was just so many people because she had a lot of friends and family, and so the room was like we had this like special uh reserved space in this restaurant, and so it was like big enough to hold a lot of people, and I remember I was just like having so much anxieties that I was just like sitting in the back of the corner, because everyone was like having fun and stuff, but I didn't know more than half of the people there. So it was kind of hard to like stick with like a group of friends who like I mean, some of them they were cool about it. They stayed in the back with me for like some part of the time, but other than that, it's kind of awkward for me, but what can you do?
I hate half of my girlfriend's friends. Forget that. I hate all of them. They're all annoying, except for one, and that's because she doesn't get mad when I trip her.
Mm.
And she's pretty nice. I mean, like,
So like you out here tripping people?
yeah, if I'm bored in the halls and I know some kid, I'll just be like, "Oh, trip." Do they don't fall, but it's still funny because they yell at me like, "Oh my god." So that's funny, but like, I don't like any of those people because one of her friends changes her in like a really bad way, and then another friend like will look at me in the weirdest ways. Not even like the oh, but like those "I'm gonna kill you" ways every time she sees me, and I'm just like, no, I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
Well, we got about 15 minutes. Anything else like you want to share?
Oh, okay. So I noticed the way you're wearing, or the way you're dressing,
Mm-hmm.
and you were wearing that coat yesterday. Are you into any like hyped up clothing brands like Supreme, Babe, like or like shoe things like Gucci, Louis Vuitton?
Not really. I mean, I buy good brands like Levi's,
Yeah, yeah.
and I wear Converse, but other than that, it's just like nothing like too fancy. It's
Mm,
just good quality.
yeah, neither do I. I mean, I look at them all the time and I'm like, oh, those look sick.
Yeah, like there are times where uh I'm like window shopping and I'll look at something and I'll be like, I'd wear that, but do I have the money for it? Nah.
Same.
Yeah.
All these things. Like I was watching this video on a Supreme drop because that's what I like. I like shoes. I like all these hyped up things. Oh, the Supreme hat goes for $30. Resell is like $100. Like they're just adding. Like I don't know. Maybe if there were people you could buy stuff from for like retail, that'd be better. It's like, do you know what you know what Yeezys are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're normal. Every Yeezy is 200 or 250 or 220, 200 or 220. But no, everyone has to sell them for 1,000. Like I
Yeah.
was looking at those and I'm like, can I just find one for actual retail price? But
Yeah. I think like the most I've spent on a pair of shoes was like $60, and it was only like the Wiz Khalifa Converse.
oh, oh yeah. Speaking of Converse, do you wear them just because you like their style, or do you like the thing like behind the whole Converse brand? Like I don't know because I was at do you know what Zoomies is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that store. Yeah, I was at Zoomies and we were talking about shoes and all these hyped up things, and he was telling me how he loves Converse though, and he's just like, because there's something around it about like world peace and the whole like brand itself is like something about peace and all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I've never I've never heard that it was like about like world peace or anything, but
Something
like
like that.
yeah, but I mean, for me, they were comfortable. I like the way they looked, and plus, uh, pretty much anyone that I met who wore them were pretty chill people, and so I kind of got this like vibe that like, these are like a different type of people that wear Converse, and so, uh, I tend to get along with like those people. Not I'm not saying like just people that wear Converse. I'm saying like any type of person that is a fan of Converse, and so uh yeah, I just started like wearing them.
All these old shoes are coming back, like the Converse. They're coming back, and there's this other Nike or Adidas shoe with like three stripes,
Yeah,
and they're from like the '90s or '80s or something. I
yeah,
think, yeah, and they're every girl in my school is wearing those, and I don't understand why. I don't like the way they look. I mean, they look like some shoes I like, but I don't know. I just don't like the way it's all set up
yeah,
because they're like old. But hey, wear what you like, you know.
yeah,
And I don't buy things just to look cool. Like I like collecting. I wouldn't say collecting shoes, but like I like shoes.
yeah,
So I got LeBron Soldier 10s up there that I wore to school today, and then I got some Jordan 1s. And I don't get them just to be like, oh, yo, look at what I got.
yeah,
I'll just be, if I like the shoe, I like the shoe. Like some people get massive money shoes and just to be like, yeah, I got those.
yeah, yeah. For me, I don't really dress to get. I mean, I sort of used to dress where I wanted to get attention, where I wanted like people to like look at me and be like that dude like dresses differently, you know. I don't want like someone to like pass by me in the halls and just be like, yeah, that's just another student. I want people to like look at me and like actually have an opinion about me, you know. Uh, that like that goes like in a whole deeper story, but I mean, I used to dress with a lot of accessories, rings, wristbands, necklaces, and I would have like a lot of layers on, but for me, I just dressed like how I felt, you know. I was like all over the place, and you know, I just wanted to like break out of my shell because I used to wear pretty basic shit, like basically like a sports t-shirt with basketball shorts and like Nikes, and no, I just looked like the typical middle schooler at the time, and so uh, eventually that's when I wanted to like break out of that and start dressing how I wanted to be, because like before I didn't care. So, but
Yeah, I wear like chains sometimes, not all the time. Just like if it fits my outfit. Um, do you know what do you know what a Rolex watch is?
yeah,
They're like $100,000 or like $15,000, and you know that's just for a watch. And I mean, I guess I somewhat understand like if you're rich and you want some ice on your wrist, then just go for it.
yeah. I mean, there is like definitely like a time and a place where you really it's normal to like be like flashing like how much money you have, and you know, grab people's attention. But for me, like I said before, I really don't have the money for that right now, and I like, it's not a problem, but it's I'm at the stage where my style like represents like how I feel and like how I want to express myself. And so uh I wouldn't really wear like any expensive watch. Instead, I'd wear uh uh my grandpa Dale, and like he gave me this watch, and I was I
The
was
diamond watch.
not the diamond one. Like
Does your dad have the diamond one?
yeah,
Hi.
yeah, but yeah, grandpa like gave me this one watch, and uh I used to wear it all the time, but then the battery started to like needed to be changed, and so uh I haven't gotten around to like fixing it, but I still have it in my accessories drawer. um so I'd rather wear something that like means something to me than to just like
Yeah.
be flashy.
I don't like. I know I like all these like. I like Supreme, but I don't buy anything from there because I don't feel like wasting $100 on a hat and like a little beanie, and it's just worthless. Like, oh, the other thing is, did you know that like name something you can buy for $60,000? That's the price of something. Name what you could buy with $60,000.
uh I don't know, like a Gucci purse.
No, like anything.
Anything?
Like a car, a house,
Uh,
anything.
Lamborghini?
A 60,000.
Are you saying like max or minimum?
That's as high as you can go. Like if you had $60,000 in your hand right now, and you can go out and buy anything you want.
Oh, uh, I mean CDs. To be honest, I would just buy CDs and vinyls. I'm
Yeah,
a music guy.
you can buy a bunch of those. You can buy
Yeah,
like 1,000 of those.
yeah,
But there are shoes that are $60,000. You can
yeah.
find them from the lowest is 12K. You can find them. Medium is 60K. Highest is 100K. And it's just stupid. Who would spend that much on shoes?
There was this one person that I was like in a class with, and uh I never got to know him that well, but I know that his parents were like banking. They were like balling hardcore. They had like his father had like his own like custom chains that like he made for himself,
That's
and
dope.
yeah, but like he decided to like wear it to school one day, and he said that when he got home, uh his mother finally realized what he was like wearing, because like she just thought like, um I guess like she didn't notice him like walking out with it, but when he came home she was like, what are you doing with your father's chain? And like she's like, that could have like gotten like damaged, or it could have been stolen. Don't ever wear that again. And I was, you know it's it's one of those things where, yeah, it looks good, but if something was to happen to it, that's like a lot of money down the drain.
True.
I usually want to like wear something that can like easily be replaced if like it gets like ruined or something, because um yeah. It's,
Yeah.
mm,
It's just a waste of money. Spend stuff like expend a big amount of money on like I don't know, maybe
yeah.
like some pants or some shirt.
Yeah, it's just like ridiculous because I'm not sure if you've heard of the rapper from, I think, Houston, Trill Sammy.
No.
Um, well, he was actually performing at this show, and he actually had his custom chain snatched off of his neck, and it was like being like passed around to people. Like people were like pawning it and shit, and that it costed a good amount of money. I don't remember how much, but uh, eventually he got one similar, but like he upgraded a bit. Like he added color to the diamonds and all that. But at that same time, when he got it, someone got his old chain back, and they brought it back to him. And that's cool, but I mean, you could have like used that money for something else. Like that's like, I'm not like hating on him. He can like ball like however he wants. But if that was me, I wouldn't even bother. Like, but I'm not from Houston,
Yeah.
so but
I
yeah,
mean, I know you like gaming a lot. Um, I don't know. Were you when you play Call of Duty? Did you know what like teams and stuff
yeah,
like Phase and like Red and I don't know. Like I know you live. You live like an hour away from Dallas, right?
yeah. Actually, less than an hour.
Yeah. There's like a gaming. There's a gaming event this month in Dallas, and I don't know. Like, would you go? Would you go? Like, if you would just had the time off and had nothing better to do, would you go?
Definitely.
Okay. I don't know. I was just wondering because, like, I know you really like gaming, and then I was watching a YouTuber, and he said there was a gaming event in Dallas this month.
Yeah. Do you watch Rooster Teeth?
I know, but I know who he is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who they are,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
because it's not just one person, but
Oh, it isn't.
nah,
Ah,
it's like a
okay.
whole company that
Oh,
started in Austin, Texas, and it's really cool because my sister Haley actually knows some of like she went to college with some of the people that work at Rooster Teeth right now, and so I think that's just like kind of cool. But
that's like a YouTube channel, though, right?
yeah,
So they
they
made.
they made Red versus Blue. They made Ruby.
I've heard of
Yeah,
Red versus Blue.
yeah,
Wow. Have you ever watched this series, Video Game High School?
yes,
That's
yeah,
I
hell
like
yeah,
that. Mhm.
yeah. I got the first season on DVD.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good. I used to come home from fifth grade, just sit and watch that the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some good times.
Yeah, I was actually I've been a fan of Fetty Wong since I was in probably 5th grade, and I just like love seeing like his work. He's like a very talented animator, and to see him like start this series on YouTube, uh it was very exciting. I liked it. It did a good job. Everyone did a good job, and they really brought it to life. But um, that's sort of why like I'm like a big fan of Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, because uh, he's dabbled in like so many different areas, to where like he's got like so much experience and so much talent that he puts into it. Um, that as of like right now, and he can do whatever he wants, because he's never like really put a label of like what he does for a living. He just like goes all over the place and does shit, and like he does good at it. So I have much respect and inspiration from Donald Glover. So, but that's why I'm trying to like start like a thing from Dallas, to like, because a lot of people are coming out of Texas now. A lot of celebrities. So I want to add my name to the list. So
Yes, you want to be a celebrity?
yeah,
Have you ever heard the song? Let me. I don't know. I had that ringtone downloaded.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Hotline Bling. Yeah,
Yep. I.
yeah.
I actually. I don't know. I might have it. My phone, since it's all stupid, it it made me reset the whole thing, and I don't know. I lost my ringtone.
Uh,
I know it was a pretty good ringtone too.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so here's a story
Okay.
with this ringtone. So it goes like I don't know if you've ever heard it. It goes like my dingling. I want you
Oh
to play with
yeah,
my
yeah.
yeah. That was my ringtone. So I brought my phone to school, and obviously, and then I brought it into lunch,
Mm-hmm.
which you can't do. So I was doing my homework, looking at my shirt every 5 seconds to play on my phone and see what the homework answers were, because my friend sent me them all the time last year.
Yeah.
And then my phone fell when I got up, and of course, right when it fell, a teacher walked by, so she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "What? What? Where this?" I had to act like I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then this kid told on me, and then I was walking back to my class after lunch, and this teacher pulls me out of the line. She's like, "Get over here." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You know what you did?" And at the time, I didn't. I'm like, I don't think that I didn't know the kid told on me.
Right.
And the person that saw my phone fall was like really chill about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, "Oh, okay, don't let it happen again." And like I was like, I don't know what I did. And then she explained it to me, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm really getting in trouble for this. That's so stupid. And then it was like seventh period, right before class ended, or maybe it was like something around there,
Mm-hmm.
or right before school ended. My grandma calls me, so it plays that ringtone for like 5 minutes, and everyone's like, and the teacher's like, "Whoa, where's that coming from?" And then like the teachers were so pissed at me. They didn't talk to me. They didn't look at me. They were just so mad at me. It was funny though.
Yeah. Yeah. One more story I want to say. It's a short one. Um. Uh. It was. I think I was during middle school. I had this ringtone. I think it was a Geico one, where it was like a ring a ding 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 dong, a ring a ding 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 dong, and it went off in the middle of class, and everyone was like laughing, and uh, it was kind of unexpected, because when I had a phone, I never really uh had many people text me. I think I just got like some spam message, but yeah, it was kind of like a giggle moment, like.
Yeah,
Uh,
but then again, none of my teachers like me. Which it doesn't bother me, except like, so I was asking help for this project,
mhm.
and then right when is done helping me, he talks to this other teacher about like how I didn't know how to do it, and like he was just like talking shit on me for not knowing how to do a project and asking him questions. And then this one teacher asks other kids I'm friends with why they're friends with me, and obviously they're like, "Oh, 'cause we can be," and like try to piss her off when she asks that.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's nice sometimes, and then she's like, oh, mean. I
Yeah.
don't know. but I'm really good friends with the principal
Mhm.
because I go down there a lot. So we made a strong bond.
Yeah.
So I can really get off with whatever.
Nice. Well, I think that's gonna end our podcast for night or tonight. So I was good talk. I thank you for coming on my podcast and just blabber about nonsense. Yeah.
Yes.
But that'll be it. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.